Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Connive all you want. Do whatever you want. Go to the biggest babalawo in the world. Fly around the palace. Cry, dance, laugh, do whatever you want. Olori Naomi will return back to this palace with honor, with all her honor intact. That is what is going to happen. I've never seen this kind of, thing in my life before. What is it with somebody's child that got married to a man? The same way you want to be happy in your marriage is the same way she wants to be happy in her marriage. Whatever this woman has done to you people is what I do not know. She will return back with her honor intact. This is what we heard that Dr. Elizabeth is saying to the Oloris who came into the palace, right there, sitting down there, talking, whispering amongst themselves again. Something that has to do with Olori Naomi. And they said Dr. Elizabeth was passing and she heard, because this time they have declared war also on Dr. Elizabeth, okay? You do know that Dr. Lizzy happens to be instrumental to a lot of things that have happened in the palace, especially this thing with restricting the Oloris. From what we are hearing, they said when they were dragging Kabiyesi like a pass your neighbor generator, why should go and get married to Oloris and come and sit down and say that they should go and stay separately and all of that. And because at that time they say Kabiyesi was saying Oloris will not enter the palace again, they will not enter the palace. And elders came and carried their joko and sat down that they say it will not be okay for Kabiyesi to tell them not to enter into the palace. After all, they are his wives and one thing. Nobody is talking towards the fact that some of the things that the women are doing are not, it looks as though they are working against the monarch himself. Nobody is talking about that fact, but they just keep acting as though they are throwing blames on Ooni of Ife. Every time they keep blaming is the reason marginalization. If he had treated them equally, things would not be this bad and blah blah blah. Nobody is talking about the protective charm that was taken. Nobody is talking about the deity that was taken out of the palace. Nobody is talking about the reports. Nobody is talking about all of these things that have been done that everybody knows that is geared towards undermining the soul. And so when all of these things happened, Kabiyesi's father and Dr. Elizabeth, they sat down. Dr. Elizabeth and the brothers. Dr. Elizabeth gave a very serious instruction that, it gave a very sensible suggestion that they should allow the Oloris enter, but they should give them restriction. That is everybody, including herself, should be given restriction on where to enter and where not to enter. And, that thing just sank. Everybody loved the fact that that suggestion came to her and they embraced it immediately. And they enacted that law and it worked in the palace. And Oni was so happy. So this time, it wasn't an issue of who enters the palace, if they should enter the palace or not. It was an issue of when you enter, you're supposed to go here, not go there. And nobody can fault a king for giving restriction in his own domain, what he wants and what he does not want. Traditionally, he is allowed to do that. And so because the Oloris are aware of this suggestion that it came from Dr. Elizabeth, all of them seem to be fighting Dr. Elizabeth. In fact, they are not happy one bit with Dr. Elizabeth. They just, if they have a way, they will just finish that woman immediately. And so they said this was the reason why, this is the reason why the Oloris are just not okay with Dr. Elizabeth. And so they said when they were in the palace, whatever they were doing, they were just whispering. When Dr. Elizabeth was passing, Dr. Elizabeth saw that they were whispering. And of course, she knew that their only fight, who else do they fight in that palace, is Olori Naomi. And that was when Dr. Elizabeth started telling them that they can whisper, they can fight, they can laugh, they can go to the higher highest babalawo in the country. They can fly at night, they can send people, they can do whatever they want to do. That they should just know that Naomi, Olori Naomi, is returning into the palace with honor. The same honor she has always had, she will return back to the palace with that same honor. Nobody can take Olori's and Naomi's honor from her. That she's returning back to the palace with her honor intact. That was what Dr. Elizabeth was saying to their faces. That whatever conspiracy they are trying to hatch this time, they should continue. They will never succeed because God is with Olori Naomi. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.